Welcome back to the Always Laugh podcast. My name's Austin Lane.
My name is AJ.
My name is Walker, stiffed up because of the guy next to me, Smith.
Oh, baby.
Am I allowed to introduce myself?
Go for it, buddy.
Yeah, go.
All right, my name is Drew. I am 5'10". I'm 25 years old. I have knee and neck problems, and I like to drink milk for dinner.
Oh, he's all fucked up.
Buddy gave
That
his
last
whole,
one is tough. I don't know if this was a bad idea, Austin. I don't know about this.
Dude.
Buddy gave his whole Tinder profile.
Well, not only is this bad, because not only did did it take me till college to realize that drinking milk for dinner is like weird, but it's it's just like not common at all.
That was a large. So for a little backstory, Drew lived with me in Austin for.
Number one podcast you never heard of before.
Yes.
That's my fault.
Damn.
Blame it on Twisted Tea.
Drew lived with me in Austin during college for about 6 or 7 years. Yeah, shout out Twisty, whatever. Until they start
Shout out
sending, I ain't
Twisty.
shouting out. Drew, that's been a major point of contention.
Has it?
His milk drinking? Oh, I'm on Drew's side entirely. I
Dude,
love
I got-
drinking
I
milk.
got-
Drinking for dinner?
I got
That's
fire.
that's criminal
I
behavior.
got strong bones, man. I haven't broken a bone
I
yet.
feel like that's a very white family thing to do.
Yeah. You broke
Literally.
lunch and dinner, man.
All right, guys, can I talk about something that happened to me today?
For sure.
Walker. Can we just
What you
relax
want,
for
dog?
A second? Nice to meet you, Drew.
Hey, it's nice to meet you guys too.
Your name's Drew, right?
My name is Drew.
Cool. Drew, nice
I
to meet
went to
you.
school with these guys, high school, and then we lived in college throughout the entire 5 years. And
Yeah.
these guys are my best buds.
Y'all went to high school together?
Yeah, we did. Played
Holy
football together.
shit.
Yeah, we're the best of buds.
Whoa.
Yeah, we've had a run together, buddy.
Yeah. It's been a
It's been
journey.
hell of a run.
It's been a hell of a damn run.
I never thought in
and
high
we're still
school-
running.
I never thought throughout high school that we would be here today. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, the stars aligned and a beautiful thing came of
Yeah.
it.
'Cause
I've got to get this off my chest.
Walker's
No,
been
no,
dying.
no.
Walker's dying.
It's your world, dude. We're just living in it.
I leave work. I'm on Wade. I'm coming home.
Bring it on home, John
I'm
B.
in traffic, but like it's moving traffic. Nothing stopped yet. The car in front of me slams on their brakes. So I see them. I'm going like 45. I slam on my brakes. I see the car behind me. Kind of turn. Not commit to it. Turn right into me. Slam on their brakes. Slam right into the back of my car.
They hit you?
What?
Yes.
You got rear-ended?
I got rear-ended.
Today?
Going like 25 miles an hour. Bro, it fucking shook me. But my airbags didn't go off.
Today?
Dude,
Today.
is
So
your
we
tru- I
both
mean, is your car
stopped.
okay?
Traffic started going on. I started driving off. The person drove off. There was like an exit. It's like it's the part of Wade, right, where it's like the shit
Dude,
show.
Wade
Yeah.
Avenue is awful.
Yeah, it sucks ass.
I swear to God, the person pulled up next to me and we just made eye contact, and it was like the scene between Vin Diesel and Paul Walker in Fast and the Furious.
R.I.P.
And we just looked at each other, and I was just like, I can't be fucked to stop in 5
You
o'clock
guys
traffic.
just kind of gave each other the nod like, I guess we're going to keep it pushing today.
Dude, I saw their front headlight got cracked. My girl Helen, though, she got a little chunk taken out of her, but it's not
That's
that
her
bad.
name, Helen?
Helen, yeah, dude.
That's
She's a
crazy.
tank.
I understand why you've been dying to get
Oh,
that off
dude.
your chest.
Bursting.
Dude, you
Oh
have
my
had
God.
throughout-
so much relief.
Throughout the last 5 years, through college and everything, you've had the worst luck with cars. Like all your cars just get like bumped or broken into. Like literally all the time. Like you locked your keys in your car that one time.
And he breaks
someone-
into it.
When
Breaks
we
his
were
fucking
we were
window to
living.
get in.
Yeah,
It's him.
We were living in an apartment in at Uville in Charlotte. And someone broke into your car, like smashed your window and everything. And the only thing they took was a hiker's book bag. That was like really valuable too.
They took my hiking backpack that was like $300 and it had like my tent and all my shit in it.
Like why that?
They must have been
Well,
probably homeless.
what
They were
kinda-
like, oh, this has the shit we
What
need
kind
to
of
survive.
hippie is breaking into cars now?
The cops called me, or I think the cops called me. Yeah, the cops called me the next day or 2 days later after I came back, and they They were like, "Is this Walker Smith?" And I was like, "Yes." And they were like, "We found your backpack." I was like, "What? Seriously?"
That's crazy.
And the guy the person just did like a little spree, and it was like an apartment complex over in the. But they stole my tent out of my backpack.
You're like, that's the only thing I freaking cared about.
Yeah, dude,
I guess it's the only thing he cared about too.
Hey Drew, we got to do this real quick. You're our second guest of all time on the podcast, and
Quite the honor.
it's a freaking honor for us. It's a pleasure for us for you to be here, or whatever. We got you a little something to show our appreciation for you showing up.
Oh wow.
Thank you, Drew Boo.
We're giving you our flowers.
This is for you.
beautiful. I'm not gonna drink this.
What do you mean?
But it's beautiful.
We all have to have one.
I'm gonna hang it on my mantle.
Why won't you drink it?
Milwaukee's
was-
best.
You know this. The
Freshman year of college, it was your favorite, right?
So, well, it was the only thing I could afford. Freshman year of college.
That's not true.
So more,
Willing
back
to
it up a little
afford.
bit more. I have violent throw ups. Like if I throw up my face, like I literally pop blood vessels in my face. And
yeah,
it's
Drew
just-
is
it's
not.
an
Drew's
ugly
body
sight.
is not willing to show weakness. So when he
Yeah.
has to throw up, it won't let him.
Don't do it. Don't do it. So yeah, I drank like I think 10 of these in the span of 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I, went to bed, and I don't really remember throwing up. I felt like it was in a dream where I was throwing up in the dream, and I woke up not realizing that I threw up. And like, I thought I threw up, but it was like, like I said, it was in a dream. So I went in the bathroom, and my face was just completely fucked up. Like it was completely red. Like my eye, it just looked like I got like a lobotomy or something.
Yeah.
Like I had bruises around my eyes. I'm like, what the
Drew
fuck
woke
happened?
up in the morning. I looked at it. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with your face? Like you have a rash really bad.
I ran into the dining hall of UNC Charlotte.
Dude, I remember that.
And I was looking up everything, like every symptom that was wrong with me, which is an awful idea when you're doing that because it's just going to tell you you're dead or
WebMD of
something.
cancer.
Yeah. And it said like, yeah, you're severely dehydrating. Like you need vitamin B and whatnot.
You're
So
like,
I
where
was
the
just
fuck do I get
I was
that?
just eating a bunch of broccoli and eggs and stuff. I was like, and just
I need
drinking
my
as much
dark leafy
as much
greens.
water as I could. Just like I got to do something. And then I later
That
on
was,
I read,
dude. It was like hives that like were across your
Yeah,
entire.
It was
face.
literally just a ton of broken blood vessels in your face because
Yeah.
you throw up so aggressively.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Drew, that's
This is a very special present, though. I really appreciate the
this is your real gift. That was
Oh, shit.
that was the one for fun. This is the one that actually
you guys just oh my God.
we want to actually show our appreciation. That was kind of fucked up.
guys just
That's
do
like
too
the
much.
worst beer on planet Earth.
Well, I know I appreciate both of these. Wow, this is awesome.
Yeah, they're that we got those right next door at the place next door to our home.
God damn, 9%.
Yeah, I tried to get all of the highest percentage alcohol
A
possible.
double IPA. I consider myself an IPA.
There might be a triple IPA. There might be a triple IPA in there too. So
I've never
enjoy
heard of
yourself.
such a thing.
Crack the trip, bud.
Oh my gosh, I gotta
Dude.
finish the tweet first.
I got a funny story about the whole IPA thing. Austin got me something similar for some occasion. Oh no, it was my birthday. He got me some. He got me something similar to that, and I was like, one of them said India Pale Ale, and I was like, I'm gonna save that one for last, bro. Like I don't know
I
what
don't
it
want
is.
no shit from India.
No, I'm like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but this one just looks like it just is different, bro.
Sorry.
And they're like, that's what IPA stands for, right? Because I was like bragging on the other three. I was like, these are fire. I'm like,
He's like, this one says India Pale Ale. I don't know if I trust this one. Like, dude, that's what IPA means, right?
I was like, oh shit, and it was fire. It was good too. So that was funny.
Yeah, they are
Yeah.
good.
So you used to be a big Milwaukee's best guy, apparently.
Well,
We had
I
like
mean,
a we had
Drew,
like a
Drew,
two.
can I bring
You
up
could at
something?
least did Natty
course,
Light,
of course.
bro.
Drew is bar none the cheapest person I've ever met in my entire life.
I don't think that's necessarily
Okay.
I don't say bar
Well,
none.
in
Our other friends up there too.
in college, especially freshman year, I didn't have a job, so I just I just got what I could get, and plus I didn't have. I mean, we weren't 21 either. None of us were 21.
Right.
None of us had fakes, so we just relied on other people. And the first guy, I think it was our Jared's one of his coworkers that got us beer the first time.
Yeah.
And he got us, 2 12-packs of Milwaukee's Best Ice, and I didn't know what they were at the time, and I tasted them, and I was like, this is awful, but it was like, $5 over a 12-pack. So
Yeah, back then,
tell
then we used to drink the highest alcohol percentage and cheapest price possible.
you know, it was tough times. It was the recession.
Have you ever heard of a 30 rack of Natty Ice, bro? Like,
Dude, they don't have 30 packs here. I'm so pissed.
they don't
Yeah,
do
that-
30
you
racks
can't
in
get a
North
30
Carolina?
rack
No.
when you're underage, dude.
I mean, like, that's like your.
We weren't choosing what was going.
Hey,
we were
but-
probably getting ripped off. Like here's $20. They're bringing us back a $5 24 pack.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, dude, I bet some of the liquor we bought was just atrocious.
Tell them the
Just
story about
worst
the
lower
pricing
shelf.
difference between those two.
Dude,
Oh,
I
yeah.
got some stories about some cheap liquor.
Drew. The 15 pack of Milwaukee's best ice was about $7.99.
Dude, it's recession proof.
The price of the other, you get 15 of those, you get 4 of the other ones, and the price is like 400% higher.
Dude, it's unbelievable
hilarious.
how expensive
Jeez.
those beers are.
Oh, it's crazy.
It's
so
like
funny.
literally a boutique beer store.
God damn.
What's that?
They're so good.
Kenzie said they're so good. Thanks, Kenzie. Kenzie, we can't hear you. Sorry.
We appreciate Kenzie.
They're good.
Thank you.
Kenzie, chill out.
Thank you.
Boys, I got some funny shit that I want to mention real quick.
This guy.
Drew's the type of guy that he's got $10K in the savings account and $100 in the checking, and he's like, I don't have any
I'm
money.
broke.
I don't have any money, guys.
Man, I just live by not touching my savings. Sorry.
Listen, it's commendable. It also is annoying.
Okay.
It was for me at the time.
Okay, yeah, I feel like I've laid off. I mean, I've been easing up a little bit. Yeah.
That's
You've
good.
been swiping
Yeah.
that.
I mean,
all.
you're gonna
Well,
have
it's
to.
like- I mean,
Drew's moving out to California, and the rent out there is not cheap, bud.
I've just been dealing with that today. Actually, it's
What if you don't mind me asking, like how many bedroom you about to rent? Like a 1 bedroom?
It's a 1-bedroom. I
How
guess-
much like approximately is a 1 bedroom in like outer like what? You're not even in the main city, right?
So I'm moving to a place called Vista, California, which is about 40 minutes north of San Diego.
what are we talking money wise?
I have barely seen anything under 2,000 single bedroom.
For a 1 bedroom,
Single
you're
bedroom.
fucked.
The place I was getting was around $2,450, and that's
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 insane.
before parking. That's before utilities, which are all higher.
They are
So-
smoking dick.
That's insane.
It looked like a really nice apartment, but they've been really they just haven't gotten back to me at all, and they made me sign a holding agreement and everything. So it's like mine for the taking, but they're just not getting back to me. So I'm just like sketched out. So I'm probably not going
Super
to take it
sketchy.
now.
Do you think the demand is there?
Yeah, I think so. I heard it's like, from someone else who was working in my company that moved out there. They said they had to check every single day because they were just gone.
Did they make you do the whole like 3x the rent? Like you got to make 3x rent?
Yeah, I had to make 2.5 times, which is also a little sketchy because they said I could, my income alone. So I'm going to be moving in with my girlfriend, but her income wasn't counting because she doesn't currently have a job lined up in California. She's going to be getting one when she moves in with me. But they just said, yeah, it appears you're making 2.5 times. He's like, yeah, you're making this much money and, divide it by 12 and yeah, it's 2.5 times. But it's like before all the taxes. So it's like, how does that even count?
You can just like
Right.
chat. You can just chat GPT an offer letter and you're straight.
Well, fun fact about that. I've been doing I've been in like a rotational program all like throughout the job. Every 6 months I'm kind of moving somewhere else. And that rotational program's ending this summer. So they're shipping me off to California for like a full-time position. But the job they gave me is like not enough money at all. Like I was really let down with the price that they were giving me. And especially
This
with
is
like
America.
the California prices, it's just like not good. So I literally came in with some notes and ChatGPT. I'm inspired by Walker for this because of that contract that he came up with. That was that was beautiful. I was like, Walker, you need to be in HR.
That shit got
Chat
ripped
G-
up in his face.
Fuck you.
GPT needs to be in HR.
Also, Walker, you should scoot up closer to me, man.
Yeah, why are you shying away from your boy?
Yeah, you guys really messed up by keeping us together.
You want some blankie?
I'll take some blankie.
All right.
But anyway, so yeah, I ChatGPT'd like my entire email and just like wrote in with some facts. Like, yeah, how much would California be? How much would this salary be after all the taxes, federal, state, Medicare, and Social Security and whatnot? And like I talked about like the list of like utility prices and whatnot, and after I sent it, my boss even like messaged me back and was just like, "Wow, this is a really good email. Like, what did you do?" And she's like, "I'm gonna continue."
I'm about my paper, bitch.
Dude,
Sorry.
shout out to Drew Baldy. There's just something different about this man. He's built different.
Hey,
He-
Oh, thank you.
me and you got something in common. You wanna know what it is?
he
I'd like to hear it,
Dude, it's like it's so like we're so fucking locked in. You have no idea.
Dude, I'm sucking on your head before this podcast ends.
You're not touching me. But listen,
Please do that.
they used to call me Baldy back in the day. This and that.
Oh,
and
you're a
that shit.
phony.
And that shit.
Yeah.
You're a phony, dude. There's this.
I don't know. He looks like the real deal.
Hey, he's the real deal now.
I'll give it to you.
I did my shit just for you, bro.
There's this
because
guy-
your last name.
No, I appreciate that, man.
I
Usually
can't-
he wears a hat, but he came raw for you.
There's this. I forget his name,
I
but he's
literally
on like
came
he's like
raw for you.
he does like he's on like NFL Network or something. But his
Stephen
last
A.
name,
Smith.
His last name is Baldinger, I think. Something like
Brian Baldinger.
that. Yeah, and they call him Baldy. I'm like, dude, you're a phony, man. Fuck you.
Get the fuck out of
Yeah.
here.
He's
I'm like the
appropriating.
OG.
He's appropriating your
I'm like
culture.
the OG
My people
Baldy.
have not did not fight for 50 years to have him steal it.
But what I was
People.
saying was, shout out to Drew Baldy. He's always been one
We're
of the
not gonna
most,
go there.
one of the most motivated, dedicated, like just locked in people I've ever met in my life. And Walker can attest to this. Like all throughout
Drew
college,
Baldy's different.
Yeah, he's built different. Like
I'm glad you guys think
he's
so.
been in Raleigh. You've been in Raleigh for like the last week, give or take, something like that.
More or less.
My whole entire demeanor has changed just with him being in my city.
My
like
mere presence.
I've hit the gym. I've been actually like being a productive member of society. This morning, this motherfucker convinced me to go to the gym with him at 6 a.m. I had to crawl out of bed before 5 o'clock in the morning to meet him at the gym.
I saw you this morning, and I was like, I literally said,
Is everything okay?
I said, "There's something wrong with you."
Yeah, no, I looked
And
at
he
Walker.
was like,
I was
yeah.
like, Drew's got me fucked up right now.
But you said you loved it. You said you loved it. You said you loved the drive over here.
Oh, it felt, dude. I was catching a vibe in the car on the way
Right?
to you. I
Right.
was just blasting
See,
music.
it's really manageable. It's only like I only do it 2 days a week, so
Right.
it's like I wake up at 4:45. You gotta take a cold shower.
I did. I took all of your advice.
Really?
I took a cold shower.
You're nice, man.
Yep.
This
And then,
fucking guy. I feel like I'm watching one of them Facebook inspirational videos.
I've been.
God damn.
You're good to do it 2 times.
me and my brother have been.
podcast do you love? Or not that you love, but the one that like the douchey one who like always tries to sell shit and be motivational.
No idea what you're talking about.
Drew sounds like that right now. Sure.
I've been. Me and my brother have been like going to the gym like all the time, and we've been really motivated by this book, and it's called How to Think Like a Roman Emperor. It's the way of the Stoic,
Oh boy.
Drew, you said you're good to get up that early 2 days a week. I'm good for it about once every 2 years. So hit me up in a couple of years.
All right.
So
I'll let you know.
They were telling me something interesting about you, that you apparently have like, do you have a twin brother or brothers?
I do have a twin brother, and I have an older brother, and I have an older brother.
Are y'all
So my
all
mom's
like
very happy.
twins? Is it all three or all two? Like, what's going on?
I don't think that's not how twins work, buddy.
So
Twins
Or
are
that means
twins
triplets.
means two.
he and his twin look like his older brother, but his eldest brother doesn't really look like.
So like, who's like older out of the twin, or like who like whatever?
I am older by 6 minutes, 6 whole minutes. I longed for
He's the
adventure.
big dog.
Really?
longed for
Yeah,
adventure.
I saw the light. I saw the light, and I was like, I want that shit.
So you were like,
I want to get over there.
you were out here like dangling, and like your other
Yeah.
brother was like,
Yeah.
You literally you saw some
I was
fucked
like,
up shit.
I was like, "Wah, get me out of here, wah."
Drew, you saw some fucked up shit. You watched your brother climb out of the abyss.
Yeah, pussy.
You saw some.
You were like,
That
that
boy-
could never be me.
that boy was
Jesus.
soft.
Yeah, he did that. What the?
built different.
Don't,
No,
don't treat our mother like
Walker,
that.
you gotta have the mic. You gotta have the mic closer to your face, buddy.
So you
Sorry, you
guys,
said a fist length
you were
apart.
here.
I think I've seen your brother before.
That's
Y'all look
dramatic.
similar.
I'm telling you what I can hear.
Right?
Oh no, you didn't see my twin brother, but yeah, my the night of the fight.
God damn
Yeah, it was us.
it. Yeah, Drew was there.
The
So you
yeah.
got your ass whooped too.
No, I mean,
Drew was the only
I
one that
held my
didn't
own.
get his ass beat.
This the fucked up
You
thing
still
about that
look
fight.
pretty good. Your cheekbone ain't sagging.
Looking
like
at
Austin.
you, looking at Austin, looking at Drew's two brothers, maybe we'll post a picture. If we do, it's right here. I would have bet my fucking life savings on y'all in a fight, and it just didn't work out like that.
We must have faced like the national soccer team because they were coming. they brought their cleats and steel-toed boots, dude.
Yeah, they came.
They were punting us everywhere.
Yeah.
Y'all were fighting some fucking country boys. They got
Oh,
the
if I had to
boots
pick,
on.
No, dude,
if
they
I had
were-
to pick anybody to get into a fight, like on my side, it would be the Baldy
Well,
brothers.
It's the Baldy Boys,
The thing,
right?
is, the
100%.
thing is, and we've just been, talking this into the ground, so we can stop anytime. But we I don't know. I don't know how many of them they had. They probably had like 4 or 5. But
More
one,
than us.
One of them cheap shotted my brother, so he's down for the count. And then Connor had the other guy. Like, he had him in a chokehold and everything.
Connor.
But then one of their guys came and, kicked him. And I don't know what I was doing. I don't know how it got to be 2-on-1 over there. But I was taking down one other guy over there. I don't know what you were doing.
You and I went to the ground at the exact same time.
Okay.
And then as soon as we went to the ground, you were with one of the dudes, and another dude came and kicked me in the side of the face.
I got to say, it did feel pretty good when I, picked him up and just slammed him down. And I heard the people from
Damn,
Teats.
you got some
I heard
action
the
like
people from
that?
Teats go, ooh.
You had some action
No,
like
this
that?
is what
You
this is what
slammed
happened.
somebody?
Drew slammed somebody, and I got kicked in the head at the same time.
Dude.
So who knows what they were really saying ooh to?
Yeah. I hope it was because of me.
I hope so too.
But yeah, that was a weird night. Like, it's so weird because I have friends that talk so much shit when we go out, and how am I the one that gets into a fight?
right.
I haven't.
Were you?
I like to think I'm a pretty nice person when I go out.
Dude, it was your damn brothers. They were fucking.
Well, to be fair, it was them because they came in
Oh,
super aggressive, and
Okay,
then
yeah,
we were
yeah.
obviously just not.
It
having
wasn't your brothers. It was the other dudes. Anyway, we don't have to talk about this shit
Yeah.
anymore.
They
I
went
have
to
a- I have a
fucking
hard left
Heritage. Fuck the ops. Fuck them, bro.
Yeah,
Sanderson, 4L.
we'll get
Fuck
it.
are you talking
We'll get
about?
it back in blood.
I have a
Yeah.
personal.
Back in
hate.
No. It's
One of
peace
my
and love. We're not
favorite
getting shit back in blood. Fuck
experiences
that.
with
No.
our podcast guest here, Drew Baldy, was it was our sophomore year in college. We were in the apartment.
Cancel me.
It was whiskey night. You and I took down almost an entire handle of Old Granddad whiskey by ourselves,
Dude, I could not do that
and
anymore.
it would just resulted in disgusting consequences.
I remember.
Did
I
you
remember.
find Drew?
I talked to Drew the next
Do you remember
day.
what you said to make me throw up that night?
Oh, I remember that. Oh,
I was-
oh yeah.
So I come into Drew's bathroom. His shower curtain is completely ripped down.
Wrapped around his fucking leg.
This happened on 2 separate occasions when I was living in that apartment where I destroyed my shower curtain.
Classic.
So he was standing over the toilet, and to get him to throw up, I just talked about in graphic detail his grandmother and grandfather having sex, and he threw up like
instant yak.
instant.
That'll do
I
it.
could be. I have great imagery when I want to.
Oh, dude, he described
You
it in
have
graphic
fucked up
detail.
imagery.
Drew, I couldn't believe how much Old Granddad, and that was the only whiskey night we had.
Dude, you said
There's a
you
reason.
guys are drinking old granddad, and then you're like, picture your granddad.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
It's, you just it gets you thinking.
He already got fucked by old granddad. He didn't want to think about it anymore.
Not the Milwaukee's best, just literally in the scene the entire pod. dude.
it might be out of the frame.
We're gonna get
Criminal.
Milwaukee's best to sponsor us next.
Fuck no.
Criminal. No,
Not
I'm all
after
for
the
it.
hatchet
Yeah.
job you did on him.
If anything, we gotta get Ice House. You know,
I mean,
good
what do you
shit house.
expect? If anything, that's a compliment to them because they can't make this beer and say, yeah, it's a good beer. Yeah,
No, fuck no.
that was a really refreshing beer. I enjoyed
My
that.
great grandfather's favorite beer was Milwaukee's Best. He left the ice off, but Milwaukee's Best was his shit.
Milwaukee's
He was a
best.
man.
I heard Milwaukee's best wasn't even in Milwaukee.
Great.
What about Miller High Life? Who you shout out Grant Bob, bro?
R.I.P.
Miller
Yep.
High Life.
Miller High Life, shout out Grant Bob. Rest in peace. Thank you.
Good shit, AJ. Boys, can I read some funny ass shit real quick?
Go for it.
Thank you. This shit's pretty funny. So these are just some comments that we've received over the previous pods. This is across all platforms on all different videos. I took some notes of different comments that we've received. Most of them are pretty hateful, but I think they're fucking hilarious.
Just the way it is, man.
One person said, "That's a fucking sick story. Can I hear it again?" So not too bad. Whatever.
What story was that on?
I mean,
What story was that on? Sorry.
AJ gets rich, or AJ is rich. The blank check. The next comment is proof that not everybody needs a podcast.
That's pretty good.
AJ comments on his personal account and said, right, just give it up. The next one is AJ's so cocky that I'm super surprised he got a fiance. She must have to hold it down for bro. AJ said, big alpha guy. Haha, JK, bro, but I'm super chill. I just hate people that don't use lids, bro. He said, I'd throw him back with you boys. Without a doubt.
Just
Gang.
like, fuck you.
Jesus, what the?
Yeah, he did a 180.
Buddy, if you're fucking bipolar,
He got
just say
called
that.
out and he fucking flipped it.
He did a,
Oh, jeez.
he did a 180. Next comment is, not everyone deserves a podcast. I responded, but we do, right? He said, no. I said, dang it. Next comment,
Fan love.
I always like to brag when I purchase something for 5 times at one store that I can get anywhere else.
Like,
Ouch. Ouch.
And they said not something to be proud of, boys. The whole town is proud, guys. All 96 subscribed. Meet at the gas station, boys.
Get out of your mom's basement, you skid.
Some people don't need to have their own podcast telling boring ass stories.
Fucking keyboard warrior.
Somebody said, "What is this? Who are these people?"
What is this? You viewed the
I'm
video.
fucking him, bro.
Next person said, "L story. Not the best right now, but keep it up."
Wait, that was on my story, right?
That's
What was
fire.
going on?
So I'm
I
just
don't know.
confused. Like how
This
people,
is the podcast you're on, buddy.
No, I'm aware, and I don't care. But like, how did these people find this video anyway?
I don't fucking know.
It is a challenge to just randomly stumble upon these videos.
Don't
Like, you have to-
don't do that.
you're
Don't do that. We're on your For You.
You have to search
Yeah.
for the
Don't
purpose.
do that.
This is where this is my favorite.
Drew?
part. This is
We're
love.
popping.
This is love for
We're
Walker.
popping.
getting there.
Listen,
With
listen.
you, we're gonna be
Come
on
on.
the For You
AJ,
page.
AJ, shut your ass up for a second. Hey guys, I have a question for Walker. Could he please go barefoot in the podcast? That was a random person talking about Walker's feet. They want to see his feet. A completely different person says, on a completely 9 episodes later, they say, "Can you wiggle your toes in your socks, please?" Anyways, new sub. And then they also say, "Yay, no more blanket." And then they say, "Thank you so much. Just lots of toe wiggling throughout, but casual. No need to make a scene." They really want Walker's feet out there.
Yeah, give the people what they want, man.
Dude,
Walker,
I
you
have.
don't know what we signed up for.
America has fostered a sense of
Entitlement.
righteous individualism in everyone, and that's a mistake. Everyone has access to the same info, and everyone draws conclusions like they know anything.
Walker, can you dumb down what you just said for the people that don't
I'm not
understand
gonna
it,
lie.
including me?
I
Like
totally
me?
drew a blank.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Everyone seems entitled to what
God
they say.
damn it,
like-
Kenzie!
Kenzie,
please
you
stop.
gotta stop talking. Kenzie, we can't hear you, bruh. Kenzie, stop, please.
America taught people they matter, but they don't matter, and what you think about stuff doesn't matter.
Who are you talking about?
People shouldn't be able
Walker,
to
are
tell
you
me
hammered?
to
I don't know what the
wrinkle
fuck
my
you're
toes.
talking
That's
about.
fucked up.
Walker's
Hold on.
That's
hammered.
fucked up.
Hold on, no. Look at our co-host Walker's fucking eyes. The
Oh,
motherfuckers
he's-
are like squinting.
He's white girl wasted.
Listen, no, look, I saw this thing. I want to talk about this real quick.
I think you look great.
People
You look great, man.
People who post shit on the internet, right? The people who view the information only see obviously like what we choose to release to the internet, and people really like base their whole. I mean, we probably do the same thing on shit we watch. Walker is looking at me crazy. People base their whole opinions on people just based on like the 18-second clip that gets put out. Like that's wild to think about. With like that's like how shit is nowadays.
I just blanked on what you just said.
Is that not funny enough for everybody?
No, this is Always Laugh podcast, not always make me have to think
Yeah.
so damn hard podcast.
Yeah. Why am I not laughing, guys?
What the fuck?
That's fucked
Can
up.
somebody say something funny already?
No.
Oh, I got something. real
Drew,
quick.
start
Hey,
quoting
hey.
Tosh.
No. Hold on. I got something for you. Hold on. So I was doing some research.
Walker, I mean, AJ. God damn it.
Drew, I was doing
sir.
some research.
I'm going silent for a second.
Hold on.
I'm drunk.
So
Talking to your fucking mic. Walker, shut up and talking to your mic too. You have done a shit job with this mic.
I'm sorry, dude.
Hey, so Drew, so I was looking back, and you went to Sanderson High School, right?
I did go to Sanderson High School.
That was you were a senior, probably what 2015, 2016?
That is actually exactly correct.
Really?
Yes.
So I was looking back, and I understood you play football, correct?
Are you looking at my Instagram right now?
Nope.
Okay.
You play football, correct?
Yes, I did.
Were you pretty good?
You got
Walker,
my
stop
huddle?
assaulting our friend.
You got my
He
huddle
doesn't seem to
highlights,
be
dude?
consenting anymore.
Were you pretty good?
I was. I don't think I was that good. No.
Well,
I was wrong,
I was
you
looking
are.
at a game.
I was good
so-
enough to start.
Maybe.
Do you remember back in what is it? Whatever month 10 is, I forget. What is that?
October?
October.
Whatever.
Do you
month.
remember October 30th when you played Wake Forest?
I do. Yes.
Well, you fucking had a game that fucking
Dude, what's
7
funny-
tackles, bud.
Oh my gosh, you looked this up.
I'm in your
Dude.
fucking Max Preps account right now. dog.
Dude, there was one play. Like I was wide open for the tackle, and like I was able to tackle the guy downfield, but I was just reaching for something, and it was the running back, and I like wrapped my arm around the back of his legs, and I ended up grabbing his dick.
You're like, I'm not letting go.
Yeah, dude. Like, yeah, I was like, oh, I just had to yank it. It's like I
just keep yanking it.
yeah, come on, pull down. So I just jerked this guy off.
One of my favorite Drew moments ever. I think this was against Greenhope.
Leesville.
Or something. It was against Leesville.
Oh
Drew
my
made
God, I know exactly where
two
this is
plays
going.
in a row, and the second play was like an open field tackle for a loss. And you got up, and you were so excited, and you didn't know what to do with yourself, and you were like, and just started like bashing yourself in the head.
Classic.
Because
I've never
that
been.
was like the only
I've never
thing
been in
you
this
could, like-
situation before. I was nervous.
But
His celebration was
hey,
pretty sick.
The Wake Forest game, you personally went off, but your team didn't. Unfortunately.
Hey, we did go off.
It was
just not
actually a
enough.
really good game.
Yeah.
That team, something's in the water at Wake Forest because they had Dexter Lawrence, who plays for the New York Giants now. They had Bryce Love, who was the runner-up in Heisman behind Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
They had, and I don't know, they probably had a dozen more players that made it to D1 football.
Oh, 100%.
they
That's
were
what they're breeding in the Raleigh
monsters.
area.
Oh, dude, Dexter Lawrence absolutely used and abused.
All right, let's stop.
him.
Let's stop talking about people that nobody fucking cares about.
Well, I was just wanting to bring up
I
that.
think people care about Dexter Lawrence more than they do.
Dexter
us.
Lawrence is a bitch, and I'll say that to his face. Tell him to show up.
He seems like a nice guy.
I'm
sure
just
you're a nice
kidding.
guy,
I fuck with Dexter.
Mr. Lawrence.
You won't tell Aleem he's a bitch.
Aleem's not a bitch. He's my friend.
Aleem's a great guy.
So you're right. I fuck with Aleem.
Damn.
But yeah, going back on this is a while ago, but yes, I do have a twin and a fun story about
What's his
my
name?
parents seeing that we were going to be twins. Is that when my mom was pregnant with us, that she got the ultrasound and whatnot, and the doctor said that we were either going to be mentally disabled or that was going to be twins, and it turns out it was both.
Whoa.
So
What's your brother's name?
1 in a million.
Truly one in a million.
Two in a million.
Two in a million.
Yeah, some say it can't be done.
Prove them wrong.
His name is Ryan.
So Ryan and Drew. You got a brother named Chad or Brad?
So was our last guest. The same bar.
Kenzie. Shh.
Yeah,
Nobody can hear you.
yeah. We got no Chads or Brads in the family.
Interesting. Ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. I'm so happy.
Sorry, I just needed to take a breath.
This is guest number 2, man. I'm honestly extremely happy to even have guests that even want to be on this fucking podcast.
I like to consider myself a super fan.
Which is crazy.
Oh.
Yeah. We definitely appreciate you for locking in. You've definitely, from what you've said so far, you've watched more than just a clip, so that's cool as fuck.
I like to watch you guys on Spotify
You hold-
just to get in my my top 5 for.
You're currently
We're gonna
currently
podcast
holding
with the-
hands with our co-host, so I mean you are locked.
He's
in.
got very soft hands.
We're gonna be in his Spotify Wrapped.
Drew.
That's dope.
soft
Yeah.
boy hands.
Drew, what you got going on after this podcast, buddy? Are we hitting the town?
I don't know.
Are you going to bed?
I gotta take care of my dog.
What kind of dog you got?
Well,
What about
Daisy
what
too?
about your dogs?
Yeah, what about your dogs?
All right, I guess I'll do it.
Fuck that dog.
No, I
Sit in
think
the
I
crate.
think me and Walker were talking about playing tennis tomorrow, but if he keeps
sounds
looking
like
at me like that, then we might
Don't
we might
crate
do
your
something
animals.
tonight.
Yeah, Drew hit me with the.
Jesus,
My leg was
lower,
hurting.
buddy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. I messed up my knee pretty bad.
What
My
happened?
legs. I don't know. I think I've always had bad knee problems, and then one day when I was doing legs, I just squatting funny, and then the next day it was just like I can't walk on this right now.
Yeah, you were putting up like 500.
Have you ever had
wish.
a knee injury, like a surgery or anything?
Nah.
Dude, I had an
I
ACL
just got old man
surgery
needs.
before, and it was crazy. They like took some shit out of my hamstring and put it in my knee, bro.
Yesterday,
Wait, how'd that happen though? Like what happened to get your ACL torn?
Car accident, and then
Oh,
I went
shit.
like 4 years with no insurance, and
God
I
damn.
fucking got it fixed.
fucker can't drive.
Yeah.
Wasn't even my fault, bro. I got hit by a Walmart truck
Were
in
you
Michigan.
were you driving?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Was I driving? I fucking fishtailed in the snow and ice, you fuck.
So it was your fault.
Lucky to be alive, motherfucker. Yeah.
Oh, you're trying to make me feel bad?
I fucking woke up. They said, some random dude said, "You're bleeding from your nose. Don't move." And then I woke up in the fucking hospital.
Well, I'm glad you made it out.
And then they sent me home 4 hours later, telling me I was just badly bruised. And I'm like, sick. And then we go like 4 years
Austin,
down the road. And then my
Have you
shit
ever
was
woken
fucked
up in the hospital?
I mean, yeah, but I knew I was there before. I went to sleep in the hospital and then woke up in the hospital. I didn't
Okay.
I didn't
Yeah,
start
yeah.
somewhere else.
I woke up in an ambulance one time. That was pretty
Really?
wild.
When?
I was. It was when I had my stint with the seizures during my epilepsy phase. I woke up in a.
It's just a phase,
Just a
Dad.
That is his face. I woke up in the ambulance one time and they were
It's
like,
controlled now.
"You had a seizure." And I was like 8, and I was like, "I don't know what that means."
They're like, you were just shaking a lot.
They were like, "Don't worry about it. We'll get you to the hospital."
You were
I
Harlem
was like, "That doesn't
shaking
make
on the
me feel
ground.
any
bud.
better."
Like, oh, I gotta go to the hospital for
So
this.
is that something that you can just outgrow, or how does that work?
It comes and it goes.
Well, I have my sister Wheezy to thank a lot for it. She actually conditioned me. She found a couple things on the early internet.
Yeah.
She used to come into my room and she would
The
flick
dark
my
web.
lights really fast and just yell at me. And I haven't had a seizure since.
So she got you right.
Yeah.
Shout out Wheezy
That
for
rem-
that.
By
That-
trying to cause a seizure, she got me right.
Oh, I've known about Walker's little epilepsy thing for a while, and I, from time to time, try to get him to have a seizure. He's rock solid though.
That reminds me
Rock
of
solid.
nightmare.
It actually cured his epilepsy.
Beautiful.
Dude, yesterday I was doing some
cleared.
I was doing some yard work, and I was doing some weed whipping around this bush, and a fucking I don't know if it was a baby bird, it was a smaller bird.
Oh, God.
Fell out of the bush, and I
Don't
was-
tell me we whipped it.
hell no, but it was
Die.
it fell out of the bush and was just sitting there, and then it hopped and you could tell its wing was kind of messed up and it couldn't fly right.
Drew,
But then I kept
I've heard you like.
So I kept oh, my bad. My bad.
Look at this clock.
Damn.
So I kept weed whipping, and this bird kept following me around the yard everywhere that I went, and yeah, it was pretty cute. Thanks, guys.
Oh, nice. I like that. I like that story.
Thank you.
Walker, you got anything for our Walker's section of the podcast?
No, man, my time's up.
Okay.
Yeah, he blew it. 100% his fault. Nobody else's.
Okay. Hey, Drew. I know y'all said y'all went to school together. And
My
shit.
bad, Walk.
What college did y'all go to?
So we all went to
man
UNC
grabbed the mic.
Charlotte, home of the 49ers together.
That sounds like some bullshit. Home with a 49.
Oh, dude, it was great. I forget what you were saying, Walker, but something made me think. Something you said made me think about when we used to go to the basketball games. And I don't even know what you did, but it wasn't even anything bad. But for whatever reason, UNC Charlotte recorded that and put it on the Jumbotron on things not to do at a basketball game. So it's just please, no alcoholic beverages in the stands. And then please, don't do this. And it's just Walker standing up.
We went to a basketball game our freshman year, and I at one point during the game, I saw the camera and I was like, oh, that's filming the stands right above me. So I stood up, and my face just totally filled the jumbotron. They cut away real quick. So I was dating a girl on the volleyball team a couple years later.
Damn.
So me and them go to the
Damn,
one
a
of the volleyball
D1
games.
athlete?
Dude,
And we're looking
Yeah.
up at the screens. And,
Shit.
and
great girl,
One of
man.
her teammates had been like, "You look kind of familiar," and I'm like, "I've never seen you before." Like, I've never
Jumbotron, baby.
we were watching the jumbotron, and it was like, please do not disrupt like the play of game. And it showed me standing up and then a giant like cross out right in front of my face.
They did it for the entire 4 years that we were there.
Yeah.
It was
No
literally,
way.
yes, it was hilarious.
They
So
did-
you were the face of what not to do at an
Yes.
indoor
Literally.
sporting
they did
event.
not let that die.
It was so fucking funny.
Dude, good old volleyball
You should
girl,
cut,
man.
like, give it up, bro.
I
Get
need
a
to
new
find that.
freshman.
Dude, she's the
I need
one.
to find
She's
that.
the one that got away, man.
Yeah, Walker dated a 6'2" D1 volleyball player.
No way.
hardcore Christian too.
She'll dunk
Like,
on you.
Devout Catholic woman.
Oh, 100% could have dunked on him.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
She was spiked the
Walker,
shit out of
how
your
was that
ass.
experience?
Oh, it was great. She could speak Old English.
That's scary.
Is that like
It
in
was-
tongues?
Pretty much. It sounds like. Have you ever seen The Exorcism?
Old English. What the fuck?
She started speaking, and it sounded like some like demonic.
What's the
possession
new
stuff.
English?
Well, we're speaking now, Daddy.
We're speaking.
But I mean, honestly, it was great. You know,
Goddamn
she would,
motherfucking shit.
she would wrap around me like a tree. She spooned me.
Dude, she's just like a spider monkey.
8 out of 10.
That's fucking
Were
beautiful.
you the little spoon or big spoon?
What do you think?
Little.
Oh, dude.
Little bit.
There was no way he could be the big spoon.
I love.
Come
being
here,
the little
boy.
spoon.
Yep.
I love being the little spoon.
Oh, me too. It's the
Look,
most
We would
comforting
hold
thing in the
hands,
world.
and I felt like a little kid.
Little
Kenzie would
awesome.
never.
little kissies on the back of the neck. It's great.
Walker, can I formally apologize for ruining your 38-minute segment? I got a little ahead of myself. I got a little aggressive.
To be
That's
honest,
on me,
I
dog.
had no idea what you guys were talking about. When
Oh yeah, I'm a little bit tipsy at this point, and I was just like, "Don't you fucking interrupt me! I'm taking over, bitch." That's completely my fault.
I go right into it, and you
I'm
got
like,
so
"Fuck
offended,
no."
you were like, you literally
Give me
pulled
your
my
mic.
away.
Hey, you're about one outburst away from this being on Patreon. Please chill out. This is for YouTube only.
Oh, sorry.
All right, thank you. Drew,
Yes, sir.
What?
tell me something I don't know about you, bro.
Ooh.
And I barely even know you. This is my second time meeting you. I've been to your house, you know. You know I went to that Charlotte house, right?
You did?
I've been.
Which one?
You weren't there. The Dude Ranch,
The Dude
baby.
Ranch. Oh, we haven't even talked.
Can we
about
talk
Dude
about the
Ranch.
Dude Ranch?
The
real
milk
quick?
challenge. Look that up.
Oh,
No.
gosh,
There's
Jesus Christ.
videos you guys can literally look up and see these three.
Eat it or wear it.
God, that is
These three
cringy,
in
and I
action.
highly recommend against it.
Listen, though.
Austin Lane _daily.
I went to your house. I saw that big ass dog. Everything. That same day I went to your house. I fucking dapped up Al Horford, fucking Jason Tatum, fucking Kyrie.
Oh shit.
Downtown Charlotte, just dangling.
One
We're
of
drunk
one of
as
the
fuck.
one of the low key funniest things about being in that house. So just like background, one of our roommates, Doble, who we can, you guys can hopefully have in the podcast at
We
some
fuck
point.
with Doble
Great,
heavy.
great guy.
Great guy.
He bought 2 goats for our house, and they're named Billy and Hoobly. They're the most adorable goats ever. Nice pygmy goats.
Can we pop up a picture like
Yeah.
Bing.
Check right here.
Bing.
So yeah, check right there.
We got you.
So yeah, there were these adorable goats that we had. Just they were chilling in the backyard, and then we had Cuddy, who had made a feature on this podcast as well, and Chunk, who was our other roommate's dog. And so they're all just four.
Whoa.
Like,
Don't forget the OG.
Bentley. Bentley wasn't here
Bentley.
for reasons
goats.
for reasons we won't get into.
Bentley.
Yeah. Our former roommate fucking put him on the side of the road.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Anyway, so they were all just like in the backyard, and one of the goats, their names were Billy the Kid and Hoobly Classfields, and we can get into their names on like maybe a different podcast. But
yeah.
Hoobly really likes to hump Billy. just go at it.
Oh yeah.
And so he started humping Billy, and Billy likes humping too. So he started humping Cuddy. So there's a train going on in the backyard, and Chunk was just running around trying to like get into it too. They were like literally just like running around the concrete in the backyard. It was hilarious.
Yeah, these animals got a little freaky.
Chunk was so funny because Chunk was, he was a decent sized puppy, but he was smaller than Cuddy. So he was, when we saw him as a puppy, he was maybe like 10 pounds. And the goats would fuck with him. And then Chunk grew up to be about 160, 170 pounds when we were still living at the house.
Named Chunk.
And the goats didn't fuck with him anymore.
Oh no, they're like, this is a fucking beast.
Turns
like,
out it
what
was
do we
pretty
do?
big. Yeah,
You
this
talking about that horse?
dog was a
Literally,
small. It was a small bear. It was. This dog is 180 pounds. It is scary when he runs towards you.
What was that dog that we saw, bro? The big horse-looking dog. Great
That
Dane.
was Chunk.
Oh, that was Chunk? He didn't look like no fucking bear. He
He's
looked like a goddamn horse.
Was he an English Mastiff? Something like that.
He was
I think
huge.
he's
I
a
got a
Mastiff
video.
Shepherd
I got a
mix.
video of
He's
him
a
chasing
massive
me
shepherd.
around. I was dangling in your house. You weren't there, bro.
You just be dangling, man.
Yep.
Just be hanging.
AJ, you're always dangling. You're dangling here, dangling there.
Dangling, bro.
You dangle everywhere.
Walker, I want to say you are fucking clutching that mic, buddy.
He knows how to handle something
Dude,
that size.
Gripping that
He's got that
bitch.
gorilla grip.
Dude, I don't want to.
You got to meet in the middle
I've heard. I
Meet
can't.
them-
I can't do the slip down.
because it was making noise. Right there. Perfect. That's. I'm buzzed up right now.
Oh, please don't do that.
But listen,
I'm like a comedian now.
knees weak, arms are sweaty.
You're a rapper. Walker, please stop doing that right now. That was really not
Hey.
enjoyable.
So I did get a story that my brother
do
told
it on
me
stage
to.
though.
So I did get a story that my brother told me to put on the podcast, and
Let's hear it.
It's the one about the fire extinguisher.
Oh God.
I was told to put it on. But,
Let's
Legendary night in
let's
the apartment.
let's tell this story, Drew.
So it was. I think it was my birthday, and y'all like threw like a surprise birthday for me, and it was my twin brother, my older brother that came, and
Sophomore year of college.
sophomore year of college. So we were just chilling in our apartment. Good times, good vibes. Just playing some beer pong, just having some drinks, having a good time.
Yeah.
My twin brother ends up passing out on the couch late at night, and obviously we're just like, let's fuck.
We
with
gotta
him.
fuck with him.
We gotta fuck with him. So we start with like getting some eggs and stuff, and just like cracking on his head, cracking his mouth and stuff, getting some sour cream,
that's
like rubbing it on his
criminal,
face,
bruh.
and then
Different.
Austin is just different when he's in a certain state. When he's got fire in his eyes.
When he gets in that mode,
I
he's
was
different.
a man on a mission.
We had a mini fire extinguisher under our sink, so he pulls it out and just like, I'm gonna spray this dude, and
let's spray him with the fire extinguisher.
If
for
that
what-
doesn't say college, I don't know what the
And
fuck.
Yeah.
for whatever reason, it just wasn't working. So he comes up with the brilliant idea of just banging it on the kitchen counter, and like I'm pretty sure that caused part of the counter to crack.
Oh yeah, I was solely responsible for the cracks in the counter. I did multiple things to that counter that made it break.
Yeah, cracking on the counter.
It
just
was the
like
big girl you put
literally
up there.
chucked it across the apartment, like left a stain on our beer pong table.
I'm like, how the fuck do I get this thing open?
Like, and then his brain decided to go to, what if I put this in the microwave?
I'm like, if I put it in the microwave, it should pop open, right, boys?
What?
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes.
You put a fire extinguisher in
I
the
can see the logic
microwave?
around that.
You about to piss me off.
So he puts in the microwave, turns it on, and in my drunk mind, I'm like, this is life or death.
That's a
Like,
hazard, bro.
I need to stop this man.
It was a bomb.
So I'm like, Austin. So I'm like, Austin, you can't do that. And Austin's like, fuck you. And just like, we just
We get into an all-out brawl.
Yeah, he chucks me like into like across the kitchen. I slide into the closet, and we're just going at it, just fighting each other. In the meantime, like Connor, my older brother's just cracking up in the corner and just like opens the microwave
Yeah.
and just like, yeah, that's fine.
So then that's not even where the story ends. I was
No way.
I was being such an idiot that night. After it was taken out of the microwave, I figured out that you could just unscrew the top. So
it was actually quite easy.
I unscrewed the fucking top of it and just poured it everywhere. And Drew's still like fighting me.
You poured it all over my room.
Yeah, I poured it because Drew was
All
pissing me
over
off.
my
He was
room.
like, "I'm going to bed."
what's inside a fire extinguisher?
Horrible like this dusty ass chemical smelling shit. It was really
Yeah, it wasn't good.
awful.
Can I tell another one of my favorite apartment stories?
You can tell it. Just finish this one real quick.
Yeah, so Drew and I are still fighting because he's like, Austin, fuck you. Like, please go to bed and leave me alone. Like, I'm pouring shit all over his room. I needed to get my ass beat, basically. Drew puts me in a headlock and cranks my neck to the side, and all of my teeth grind against each other. I have a chip in my tooth to this day.
Sorry.
Not that a chip would go away, but I have a chip in my tooth from that night, and Drew fucking cranking my neck and my jaw, like, fucking up all my teeth.
I just did not care. I'm like, I'm.
You did. I should have been knocked out.
I'm
You should have
knocking
just.
this
You
dude
should have.
out.
You should have cold cocked me.
Nothing
Oh.
is better though
I've been
than,
there.
and just to make a brief point, the best part about living in that apartment was when your sister was like there the next morning and would just recap the entire night because she was so good at recapping it. It made it so much more funny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she needs to be a guest.
I think a lot of people can relate to that. Like after a
She will be.
fucking long night of like drinking and just like fucking drunk activities, if there's that one person there in the morning that could solely like recap the whole night, I think that's like a fucking gift from like.
It almost makes it better, man. Just,
Oh,
it almost
dude.
make,
Oh,
it,
for
It's
sure.
almost better than the
Especially
actual night.
if they're not looking down upon you, if they're just like catching a vibe too.
No,
like,
she was looking down upon us, but it was funny.
no, I'm saying like in a nice way though, like not passing judgment, but also passing judgment,
Yeah.
but like not in like a.
we
bad
knew
way.
we knew the actions we were doing.
One night, me, Austin, and Drew set out, and we decided to relieve. We'll say relieve a frat house up the street of their basketball hoop.
Before this, we played. We
You guys
played like
needed
20
it
games
more.
at Cario Mart.
We played about 20 games Cario Mart. And for those who aren't familiar, Cario Mart is where you play Mario Kart, but you drink a beer
A
every
shit
2
ton
races.
of drinking.
You can't drink and drive, and you can't drink in between races.
So
So we were
do not drink
nice
and
and feeling saucy, and we walked up the street and we saw a basketball hoop, and we're like, "Oh,
That's ours."
Greek letters, yeah, that's ours."
They don't need that anymore.
They don't need
So
a hoop like
Austin
that,
and
bro.
Drew end up towing this thing all the way down the street, back down to our apartment complex, where we then shuck it down from like 10 feet to 8 feet, carry it up
So
with
y'all
the
could dunk.
sand-filled bottom up 3 flights of stairs, and put it in our apartment for the next
6 months at
6
least.
months
We
with
just-
the basketball goal set at 8 feet,
We had
spilling
ball-
sand everywhere.
thank,
had-
good,
we
thank
had
goodness we
vaulted
had. Yeah, thank
ceilings.
goodness we had vaulted ceilings.
Y'all
'cause
did
it
not
would
have a
not
whole
fitted.
hoop in the crib.
We did 100%
I'm
full
gonna
size
post,
basketball hoop.
We're posting a picture right here.
Yeah, we
of
100%.
Austin. Oh my God,
Oh,
it's
dude.
Y'all
But
never
the
heard of
funny-
like the hoop on the back of the door? Y'all just said fuck
No,
it, bring
no.
the whole.
We
Yeah,
wanted the whole thing.
What's the fun in that, dude? Like, how can you dunk? You can't really dunk on that. But
I
if
mean,
you dunk in an actual,
If they really wanted to find the basketball hoop, there was a sand trail
Yeah.
all the way from where we took it up to our front
like a
door.
quarter mile.
it was
Yeah.
quite, it was quite possibly the easiest mystery to solve.
Yeah, for sure.
And then the next morning, we
Why?
went and like looked at this trail,
four.
and Walker just brush off the trail with his foot, just like a little bit, like a foot of it, and just like, oh, can't find us now. the trail is cut off.
Drew, are you gonna serve up some Milwaukees or what?
Let's have one, bro.
You guys want?
Let's just see what they're all about.
I want to taste like a lower like income bracket.
Have you never had? What's the cheapest beer you've had?
Ice House for sure, aka Shit House.
All right.
Ice House is even worse than this.
Really?
Ice House is the most godforsaken beer I've ever
Pass
had.
them
in my
down.
life.
Pass them down.
Boys, I think we should test these beers out and then
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have a sip and then put it down.
Oh,
and
for
enjoy,
sure.
yeah,
Enjoy
no,
my.
we gotta
For
try
sure.
'em.
No, we just at least have to crack it.
Yeah,
bro.
let's crack it and try it out. But let's make our closing.
Baldy.
Let's make our closing arguments after this.
All right.
To Drew, motherfucking Baldy.
Thank you, boys.
I'm fucking fizzed out.
Closing arguments. I love that.
Oh, this is fire. It's not bad, bro.
It's not terrible.
It definitely has a very bad aftertaste.
I'd prefer.
Just as
Oh,
bad as
no,
I
no, no,
remember
no.
it.
The
That tastes like-
aftertaste is different.
That tastes like
Yeah.
college.
Get this out of here.
Freshman year.
See, whenever, so so we lived freshman year we lived
Yeah,
at our
thank you.
dorm. Sophomore year we lived in an apartment, and
Yeah.
our junior and senior year we lived in the big house where we had the goats. And by the senior year, we had a Dollar General that was right next to our house, and they had a 12-pack of Busch Ice for $4.95. And I would always get that. And so whenever I go back to like any kind of
$5?
Yeah. Whenever I go back to any kind of like college event, I always have to get Busch Ice. Like
You
I
can't
gotta
even
stick
get
with
two
my roots.
McDoubles for $5.
Walker and Drew have had a lovely intimate session, and it's beautiful. Yeah,
Closing arguments.
College was a lovely time, Drew Baldy. I'm very glad that you were there for me to spend time with you there. Yeah, that was a good time in college.
I understood that.
Yeah.
Did y'all graduate the same year? Like the same fucking shit? Y'all the same age?
Austin
pretty
actually
much.
graduated before us.
Yeah, I was the first to graduate. Fun fact.
Y'all got the same degree too, don't y'all?
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
What the fuck?
I forget what happened. I was in a community college my first semester of college, and y'all had to live with it was you two, one of our friends Jared, and then this random guy.
Yeah.
And then luckily the community college I was at, I had gotten into the college, but into the spring semester, not the fall. So I was going there anyways, and luckily the person who was living with y'all ended up going to the community college that I was at, and I ended up going there. So it ended up working perfectly.
Yeah, we were fully prepared to be like, hey, bro, like, I hate to do this, but can we ask you to leave? And, like, before we even said any of that, he was like, yeah, I'm moving out. Like, we were like, oh, perfect. Drew's coming in then.
He was a nasty motherfucker.
He was a cool dude. We're not name dropping. He was all right.
Fuck.
He was all right.
He was all right.
He was a hairy boy.
My man would keep Domino's.
We don't got to
beside
we don't need to
his
get all
desk
into
for
it.
days on end and eat it.
No, it was
for
Wendy's.
Days on end.
We all have bad habits.
Yeah,
He
it was
did it.
Wendy's, but he would do it with the cheese bread too.
The cheese bread is different, bro.
All right,
You
make
know
your
that.
closing arguments, boys. Anything to say? Final words?
Don't make me go first.
I just want to say thank you, Twisted Tea, for always keeping it twisted. I just want to say shout out to everyone who fucks with us on the internet. Drop a comment of how you feel about some shit. Just say something because it gets us fired the fuck up. Walker, it's not necessarily your fault, but I think that mic just makes noise, dude. So I'm sorry for me bringing that up again. But
to be honest, I haven't even been listening too much.
It's all right.
Sounds
though.
fine to me.
It's
I
not
can
your
hear you.
fault at all. I think it's just that mic.
Walker,
But,
closing arguments?
Shout out to fucking everyone.
Were you first?
Mm-mm.
You know, I have a lot of things to say.
All right. Keep it sweet. Short and sweet.
Dude, you
Closing arguments, bud. Come on,
dumping
don't-
all over me this episode.
Yeah, you're being a pain in my fucking ass.
You're being a pain in my ass.
What do you want to do? Fight about it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey.
let's fight about it.
Okay.
Speak your truth.
All right.
Speak
Come
your
on.
truth.
Say what you got to say.
Hey guys, let's
All right.
start fighting.
Come on.
You completely disrespected my segment.
Yeah,
by
fuck your weak
grabbing
ass
my-
segment.
Whoa,
Next.
whoa.
Come
We're
on.
never going to have a guest again if you guys keep going.
I think
Drew, are you okay with
I think
this?
AJ, you and me are going to be the ones that carry this
Drew,
podcast.
will you allow us to finish our fight? Are you cool with this?
Yes. Only if it turns sexual.
It's going to be paid
Walker?
No, that finished it.
All right, bet. Drew, any closing arguments?
I just want to say thank you guys for having me. You guys are my best of buds, and it really means a lot that you guys had me as one of your guests, and you guys trust me to be on this podcast. This is going all the way, baby. You just gotta stick to it, man.
I appreciate
just
that,
gotta stick
Drew.
to it.
We appreciate you so much for coming out here and doing this with us.
Yeah,
Love
man.
you, Drew.
Happy
We
to
really
help.
do. Yeah, appreciate all of you guys for listening to another episode of the Always Laugh podcast. Walker, sorry if your feelings are hurt right now, but I'm sure we'll get through it. Yeah, my name's Austin Lane.
If it's up, then it's stuck. My name is fucking AJ. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit me up in the DM. Alan. Sorry, Walker, I stole your bit one more time.
Do what they said.
Walker.
Drew?
My name is Drew. Thanks for watching.
Hey, hold
Or
on,
listening.
real quick. Drew, where can they find you at? What's your socials?
I'm not giving that
All
away.
right, thank you.
That's private
Thank
information.
you.
We out!
Love you, people.